Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming at you with an exciting event. It is the Battle of Britain. It's the hardest day. It's a historical event in War Thunder, and you get to play either the British defending their homeland or the Germans who are attacking. You get to play early warplanes. These are like battle rating 2 or 2.3 planes, 2.7 even, I think. You can play arcade, simulator, or realistic. I'm playing realistic. And I played about 8 matches, I think, something like that. Maybe not even that many. Maybe it's like 6 matches. And I've got them edited up right now. So I edited the video and added the music. And so we're going to go ahead and watch me play. The first plane I'm flying is the Spitfire 2 Alpha. Okay, and the 2 Alpha has the 8 7.7 millimeter machine guns, and you can see that right there we got about 16 British players and about 10 German players, and that is the way it plays out in each of the scenarios, because the German players are given about 24 AI bombers in addition to the players. Now, I elected to go after some AI bombers just because I wasn't exactly sure what the objective of this mission was, and I figured knocking out some bombers would help protect our airbase, because that is the mission, is to protect the airbase. Get a little damage on him, get a little damage on him, and I was content. And then I kind of broke away climbing. Spun over, I figured I needed to go after more bombers, so I'm going to loop it and twist it, and let's see if we can't get on the back of some of these guys. I've got a couple of guys helping me. You'll notice that we have Spitfires 1A and 2A, and then we'll also have some Hurricane Mark 1 Limas. Putting some damage on this guy and breakaway. Right, I'm taking some damage too. They got tail gunners and the like. You can see my right wing is black, and fuselage is kind of a golden color. Now you'll notice throughout this entire video, you're going to notice a little note that I've got in the upper left-hand corner, which is Royal Navy decal, matches won in either the Nimrod or the Swordfish. Well, okay, let me get on this HE-111, put a few rounds in it. Look at all those shells just flying through the air. Zoom in. I'm apparently not doing good. I'm getting hit by someone behind me, or maybe his tail gunner, so I decided to break off. Okay, but that note there is to achieve the decal in the game called Royal Navy. It's under Allied inscriptions, and you have to fly 200. You have to win 230 matches in either a Nimrod, a Swordfish, or a Sea Venom? Sea Jet of some kind. And I don't have that Sea Jet unlocked yet, so what I'm doing is playing my Nimrod and the Swordfish periodically, and I've set up like a personal challenge for myself. So while I'm streaming, anytime, or while I'm playing, anytime that I win a match while flying the battle rating 1 Nimrod or Swordfish, I add that to my tally. So it's just basically a reminder for myself and my audience to see exactly what's going on. Now this video is going to be pretty long. I think it's like 30 minutes or something like that. But you're getting the benefit of watching me play about 6 matches. Now I don't win all of these matches. I think I win 5 out of 6. But that doesn't mean I survive. That means I win. Okay, so I think I survived like half of them or something like that. I don't think I mean, traditionally in these matches here, especially when they're outnumbered considerably the way they are, the Germans tend to fly to our air base and just loiter around there waiting for us to run out of ammo or fuel and go back to land, and that's when they pounce on us. So they're basically tigers in the woods while they're just waiting for their prey to come limping back to their den, and then they pounce. And that happened to me more than once. Because I would run out of, like right now you can see my water is overheating. I'm gradually running out of ammunition because we're not carrying enough ammo. And there are so many targets available, and these bombers take so much ammo to knock out of the sky that that was a reoccurring theme for me. Okay, so and it doesn't even matter if these bombers, you know, this is something that I didn't learn until later in the playing of these matches, that it doesn't even matter if you let the bombers go by and blow up your base, because that has no correlation to victory at all. The only thing that will cause you to win or lose is total destruction of your opponent's planes. And I learned that too late. And not even the AI planes. I mean, you could leave all the AI planes and kill all the player planes and win. But I figured, you know, what the heck, we got to take out these bombers because I'm not playing that way. I figured, you know. And there I am, 0 machine gun bullets. So I'm going back to the base, which luckily is like right there. And that's another thing. Through the playing of this historical game, focusing specifically on the Spitfire 1A, 2A, and Hurricane 1 Lima, there's the 1A is superior in all ways to the 2A. I looked at it. It flies faster. It has same armament. It turns faster. I don't see why you'd want to fly the 2A if you had the opportunity to fly the 1A. Now the Hurricane, on the other hand, is a totally different story. The Hurricane is more durable. It can take more punishment. It can slow down faster, and they all have the same amount of armament. And it's a steady gun platform because of the way the wings are built and the way the plane, I guess, torques. You can actually get your bullets on target easier with the Hurricane. So but the Spitfire is a little bit faster and more nimble. Yeah, I was having a hard time landing with the damage to my plane, but we got it down. Okay, so now I'm only going to really talk about the game itself as we play. I'm not going to be extremely vocal. I'm going to let you guys kind of just enjoy the show, but I will talk from what we won that one. We took out all the enemy planes. There you go. And I've started to rename all my planes the Merry Widow. It's kind of a cool decal. I like it. It has whoa, dude. Okay, he's engaging the enemy. And it's got the German crosses and the Japanese, to basically, that's me. Now, I'm part of the 807th Royal Naval Air Squadron, which is a War Thunder British naval carrier-based squadron as part of the Fleet Air Arms. We are recruiting, so if anybody wanted to join the squadron, please visit our website or drop us an app in game. We do have PlayStation 4 players as part of the squadron. We also have PC gamers, Linux, Mac. It all plays. So don't be hesitant, because if you're a PS4 player, I mean that's perfectly fine. In-game chat works for both PS4 and PC. It's all good. Here we go. Closing in on the HE-111s. Boom, dead. First strike. Flying around. I watched a combat tactics tutorial by President Ronald Reagan. He did it back during World War II, because I don't know if you knew this, but he was, I think he was an aviator in World War II. And a lot like George Bush, you know, Bush flew Dauntless dive bombers, or maybe Avengers, I don't remember. And he gave a tutorial to new pilots, basically, and it's on YouTube, you can look it up. And he explained how to attack bombers. And he said the best way to attack a bomber is not from the rear, what I'm doing right now, because that puts you on an equal footing with their tail gunner. The tail gunner can shoot you just as easy as you can shoot them. And it doesn't, your speed is not relative. It's basically, it's this, you have like, you're standing in midair relative to your opponent. Now, of course, that means you get better shots on them, but because their plane's more durable, that gives them the advantage. He says the best way to attack a bomber is head on, because first of all, you can kill the pilot because there's no armor or protection for the pilot, and their nose gunner doesn't have a whole lot of time or a lot of firepower to shoot you as you're coming in fast. So now what that means is you come in from the front, you shoot a few bursts, and then you get away and you come back. But the hard problem that I find, because yeah, coming at the front, yeah, sure, no problem, that's no problem. But then after you do your pass, they wind up flying straight towards their objective, and then it's almost impossible for you to catch them other than shooting them in the tail. So you just got to make sure that you do your job on the way in the first time. Now, as you notice, I ran out of ammo again, but I'm chasing this Foxcat guy, trying to give him that rat-a-tat-tat, tat-tat, like I'm scaring him into the ground, you know? Rack, 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 cat, right? Just making him think that, okay, there's a Spitfire behind me and he's going to shoot me. When in fact, I don't have any ammo and I'm trying to get back to base. And that JMVU guy, he's probably the same way. That 110 luckily wasn't interested in me, and I turned a little bit to the right to go over the water. And guess what? He basically pursues that other Spitfire, so I felt lucky about that. But I'm still calling for people to attack him because I'm trying to help out my buddy, you know. And our team, look at our team. Excuse me. They are all the way back in the White Cliffs of Dover, and nobody's helping us. So we're on our own with no ammunition. What is there to do? Die. Okay, so we're basically just, and I'm screaming, help! Okay, so going back to base. Hopefully I can land. Hopefully the 110's out of ammo, but you know he's not. And now, back to our squadron. Just a FYI, our squadron is the 807th, but we are not restrictive in that you have to fly British planes or you have to fly naval planes or blah blah blah. Because look at right now, I'm flying a Spitfire 2A. That's not Navy. But when we do our squadron events, we try to focus on flying historical British naval aircraft so that we can, you know, it's just fun to have a theme, you know. But yeah, we fly Germans, we fly Russian, Japanese, whatever. I'm slowly starting to get into the Japanese. I'm still in Tier 1 because what I'm going to do is I'm going to develop my Japanese tech tree out a little bit so that I can use that as like Op 4 whenever we have Op 4 missions. Because we do squadron on squadron missions too for training purposes. Yeah, I can't shoot this guy down. I have no ammo. My water is overheating. It's 18 degrees. I've got 40 minutes left, so I decided to throttle down. I'm at 58. I need to get less than 50 for my heat to come down. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like dying over here. Just overheating. I'm weaping. I said, okay, there's a UFO guy who winds up being my nemesis. I don't know. Let me just say, he's an unusually good shot. But since I'm damaged, I can see it. I can see it happen. Foxcat crash. Probably AA might have hurt him, or I heard him when I was chasing him. And here comes Hoochie Coochie, or whatever his name is, Hoochie Coochie Mari. I figured, hey, all right, I've got another Spitfire coming this way. Guess what? No. Okay, my water's going down, but then again, that's because I'm at 0 throttle. And there I go. From on again. Which I thought was kind of cool. It was on again and not O-N. Alright, so we're going into a new match. Alright, so I decide, what the heck, I'm going to take out my Hurricane 1L. See, and I've got it painted as a Fleet Air Arms camouflage pattern because, of course, I'm in the 807. And we've got the Merry Widow on there. And if you guys are curious about what music I've got playing in the background, these are all from the Quake 2 game. If you ever played Quake 2, you probably remember that soundtrack. That is one of my favorite game soundtracks of all time. Quake 1 too, actually, believe it or not. It's a lot of synthesizer type stuff. Agreed. Yeah, some of these players are crazy. They say, let's like take on Wave 2. Well, guess what? Why don't you kill Wave 1 before you consider Wave 2? Attack the enemy. And I don't even need to bother with Wave 2, because you can have players coming in pretty soon. You're going to have to deal with them. Like, look at Full Metal Spartan coming in all over there. And then the Cruise in his Ju-88. And Dennis Lego. You know? These guys, this is not a shabby team, okay? This team's actually pretty good, from what I could tell. Now, I don't know if I would name my character Meat Puppet. You know, I don't get a lot of guys. A lot of guys, you know, they try to be funny or whatever, and they make their character names or their account names, you know, silly or whatever. And that's okay, but don't you have any, like, self-respect at all? You know, like Ronimer. Okay, that's cool. Varsity. Nicholas. You know, those are named like Klisk. I don't know what that means for him, but that seems okay. But people that name themselves Meat Puppet or like there's some stupid names out there is what I'm saying. And the kind of person that names themselves something stupid is the kind of person that I wouldn't want in the squadron. Let's just say. They're the kind of people that don't give a crap. You know? Who else out there? Like Dennis? Okay, cool. Aircat? Sure. Mr. Silverwolf? I'm okay with that. Those, see what I mean? Those are all cool names. I'm not saying Meat Puppet doesn't give a crap. I'm not saying that because I don't know him. But it just doesn't seem like he's the kind of... Just based on the name, it doesn't seem like he would be the kind of person that gives a crap. What he's saying is, I'm not looking for a group. I just want to go out and have a good time, blow some people up, get blown up. And that's fine. That's all well and good for certain players. But not for a squadron. Not for team play or trying to help your partners out. Now, the Skylay guy, I've seen him like 3 or 4 times during these matches, and he probably saw me too. That name I recognize. I don't know about that squadron he's in. Ari, I might look it up just to see who they are. He's going after my buddy. Can't let that happen. But then again, the Hurricane is not fast. You know, even at full, and plus it doesn't even have WEP. It sits at 100 throttle, and that's it. No 110, no WEP, nothing. Okay, so he crashed. So there's a big jump, if you can see. We got from the coastline all the way back to the airbase, and there was Cruz was back there with his Ju-88, just got shot down. And I think he was the last guy. That's why I go, good game. Like, how much did I do? I think I did an assist. I think that's all I did. My favorite Hurricane is the 2B. That's the one that has the 12 machine guns, and that thing rules at its battle rating, because it's only battle rating 2. And this thing here is a battle rating 2 also, actually. Alright, so let's go on to the next one. Alright, going to take the Hurricane 1L out again. And I've decided to put some omni-purpose rounds in there because I like the AP rounds. Like this guy right here. A guy named Meow Citizen. Doesn't even know how to spell citizen. Or he wasn't allowed to spell citizen because somebody had taken that name already. No. Captain Vladimir? Sounds good. A guy that names himself numbers? No. Like JT, I'm cool with. But JT 50502, that might be his what? Zip code? When he's trying to get hooked up? Whatever. Sorry, names are a big thing for me. As you might have known, I probably should do a video about that. A grind my gears video about people like MMO, people who play MMOs or online games that name themselves stupid things. And there he is, there's Skylay again. Put some rounds into that AT-111, didn't really do anything, but put some rounds in there. Okay, got him smoking. Look at all those rounds. Knocking off flaps and stuff. That's what I'm doing. I turn around, I see a bunch of red, and I said, whoa, that's not for me, let's keep turning. And I've noticed a lot of our teams smoking. Like, some Spitfires and stuff are all like fire, and I'm getting hit, so what the heck? Spin out, roll, and then I see a guy down low, and I said, oh, okay, I'll go after him. And by going after him, I should be shaking some of my would-be pursuers to roll over and get a good close. Oh, he died. Never mind. Okay, let's try to pull out. Let's try not to shear our wings. But you know what? This isn't a Spitfire. This is a Hurricane. I can pull out. I can take some serious G's and the wings would still be intact. Nothing happened, so I just continued on chasing. Or other people got those kills. So I continued on back to base. I still have like almost 1,200 rounds. I see this lone AT-111 over here. I figured, you know what? I'm going to go after him. Let me kill him. And going after him and pursuing him was probably a mistake. Because there's a couple of 110s at our airbase. Remember what I told you the Germans had a tendency to do, is go back to our airbase and lurk and wait for people to run out of ammo? Well, guess what? That's me. I run out of ammo. I take short bursts though, because I'm trying to conserve my ammo. But look at it, I'm at 900, 700, 600. It's turning red. It's saying don't waste your ammo. And I still haven't even killed this dude. He's probably dead. He's probably going to land. But look at that MG0. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have gone after that NPC. I should have went after these guys that are flying around down here, because our entire team has no ammo and they just pick everybody off. And I'm screaming for people to come help, and yeah, it's going down. But our whole team is or flying over Dover, and they're not going to come help. Like, why are those guys way out there? What are they doing? Nothing. Okay, I said, okay, a couple of guys are coming. 5 clicks away. That's not bad. But you know what? They're not coming. They're going after that second wave of bombers. And this Avenic Flyer says 2 110s on runway. Save your ammo for them. Guess what? I'm out of ammo. And then Captain Green, which is a good name, calls them scumbags. But you know what? No, they're not. They're smart. They're playing the way they're supposed to be playing. I don't fault them for that at all. I think you know the situation, and they're playing to the situation. They were outnumbered, for one thing, player base wise. They knew we were going to go after the bombers and waste our ammo, so they played it smart and went to our airfield. I mean, come on, guys. Just because you want a dogfight doesn't mean that they want to. Now, you can say it's dishonorable or not, but no, hell, look at this. Look how many of our planes are in the area. We're looking at like 5 of our planes to 2 of theirs. That's, and there goes that 110, 111. He says goodbye. That's straight down. You got to take advantages where you can. Now, a guy that names, he probably did not name himself anonymous with a number. What he probably did was had a name that was inappropriate or racist or something like that, and the devs went in and changed his name. Because that actually happened to me once in another MMO. I used to play City of Heroes, and I named one of my guys the American Captain or something like that, and he looked just like Captain America, and they said, nope, you can't do that. So something like, and then my name changed. So that's probably something like that happened to him. They probably also gave him an opportunity to fix it, and he probably ignored them. All right, so we're in. Now, I don't remember what Spitfire it is, but we started with Spitfire 2As, and I think I switched to the 1A after I compared the stats. I think this is the Spitfire 1A with the white nose on it. And then this guy back here, Bryarchy, says he's going to stay and defend our base. Because he's afraid of 110s. Whatever. Okay, turkey pie? Okay. Yeah, you know, that's okay, I guess. You know, I don't know. Okay, enough about commenting about the names. I mean, you know, I dwelled or harped on that way too much, so I'm just going to ignore that. We're going to move on, and we're going to kill some guys here. Let's see what we can. Up in the clouds. This is the one that's all cloudy, if I remember right. And I got turned around like what is up and what is down. And am I going too fast? Am I going to shear my wings and all that stuff? Yeah. Whoa, what am I doing? I'm rolling. Because I think I'm diving. I think I need to dive. So I started rolling a little bit, losing some altitude. My altitude is going down. My speed is going up. So now I was concerned about that because I don't want to shear my wings. I think I can get up to like 350 miles per hour before my wings rip. So I just gotta be careful. Look at all those wires on the back of the Spitfire, just to keep everything straight. Well, there's the antenna wire on the top, and then the other wires to keep the tail from vibrating, basically. It keeps tension on the tail. Those are not wires to control the elevator. Some people think that might be the case, but it's not. It's actually to keep tension on the tail. That top wire actually keeps tension on the rudder or the tail fin, but it's also a directional antenna, so why not, right? Okay, so now we're kind of like above the clouds and everybody's below. I'm thinking, look at that. That was just a pretty cool picture there, you know, flying up there with a big, I don't know what you call that. Okay, I'm diving. I'm going to get into this fight if it kills me. Okay, there's Santa's little helper. my mulligan, my Huckleberry. I said, I'm going after him. I put it in my mind that I'm going to go after Tiramisu, and he's Santa's little helper. That's actually how I kept track of him, with the Santa's little helper, not the Tiramisu. And I'm not turning him, but you know that's going to be the case because he's a 109 zooming boomer, and I'm a turn fighter, an energy turn fighter. I'm in range, but I can't really, don't know if I can, oh dang it, I can't. Okay, so I'll just keep turning, see if I can't get behind him again. I'm behind him. But I don't want to take just wild shots at a target, but I did anyway. I wanted to shoot planes, not targets. Okay, so I'm thinking he's over there, but okay, I break free from the clouds and then I don't see him. I'm like, where is he? Where'd he go? I lost him. I said, okay, screw it. I'm just going to take on another guy. He's shooting at me. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? You're trying to hit me? I don't know, how dare you? So I'm going to go after this Fab guy. White Knight BR. And he's in 109, so he's pretty much going to be as doom and gloom, but he's losing energy, I can tell, so I'm trying to turn without ripping my wings because I was going pretty dang fast. So I fly around and I see Tiramisu again. I see 9 lives. See, I'm looking at their tags and not their names. He looks like a possible hit. There we go, got a hit on him, but then somebody's on my tail, and I'm like, what the heck's going on here? I didn't even realize it. I wasn't paying attention. So I'm on fire. I said, screw it, I'm gonna dive. Hopefully the wind will, and the speed will put the fire out. If not, I'll blow up. I've got a fuel leak. Okay, the fire's out. If you notice, I got a wicked fuel leak. I'm sitting at 10, 9, 8, 7. These are minutes I'm supposed to have. Really, technically, they're seconds. So I said, okay, screw it. I got to get like going as fast as I can towards our airbase. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it. I want to get a little bit of altitude so I can coast. And we're out. So I still got a few drops. Okay, it's gone. So now I'm calling it cover because, but our entire team looks like they went back to the airbase. Okay, half of the team. Where'd that guy go? I don't know. I think he's above me. There he is, Mr. Colin or Cologne. And I'm gonna see if I can coast. I don't think I can. I don't think there's any way possible that I'd be able to coast. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of looking for a spot to land, but guess what? It doesn't matter. I'm dead. Okay. I'm a dirt dart.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Attack it!
Alright, so we go back in. Now there's my rating. 1234. Which is alright, I suppose. Alright, out of, I started at like 5,000, and I worked my way up to 1234 before I decided to quit and go to bed. Alright, well thanks for coming out and checking out these matches, and I'll see you in the air.